What is going on, Savage here? I hope you're having a good day, and I hope that you're enjoying the second part of season 6. I myself am loving the nighttime mode as well as the zombie mode, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think the nighttime mode would be fun, but it actually is. But today we'll be diving into some solo viewer submitted gameplay, and solos is one of the most requested things on the channel. We post it probably half the time, so I'm gonna start posting it a little bit more to show you guys different techniques and different things that other players may do. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the Wolfpack today. Also, boys, we hit 50,000 subscribers, so thank you, Wolfpack, for helping us all achieve that. That's absolutely amazing. Also, leave a like on this video. Let's get this video to 700 likes, and if you guys are tired of playing by yourself or you want to submit a video for me to review here on the channel, make sure you join our Discord server and use those community tabs to your advantage. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive into the video. All right, here we are spectating my dude Frank, and Frank is looking like he wants to decide where to land to. So let's cover real quick choices on this flight path. Now, if you guys are trying to go for a hot drop, this is a perfect plane to go ahead and go superstore. As you guys know, hot drops are usually areas where the plane flies over, plus superstore is always going to be a hot drop no matter what. So if the plane's flying directly over superstore, it's definite hot drop zone. So if you guys are wanting kills, definitely go there. I would try to stay away from airport. There'll be a couple people here, but because of all the cubbies, the inlets, the outlets, the above ground, the underground, things like that, the fights could take a little longer and everyone's gonna be kind of spread out. So I would definitely avoid the airport area. However, the hangars would also be an awesome spot to land at because everything's pretty clustered together. You do have a couple two-story buildings, but it's very easy to work. Storage town, I mean, I love rotating storage town, but I like to rotate to there. I don't like to necessarily land here as a hot drop because, again, same thing with airport. There's a lot of cubbies, a lot of things like that. And while you're in the middle of a gunfight, you could get picked extremely easy. If you're trying to go somewhat a little bit safer, but have a couple people there, this plane would dictate boneyard, train station, promenade, and even military base above. But like I always tell you, you guys got to have it in your head how you want to play the match. You don't have to always go for hot drop. You don't always have to go after high kills. But you need to decide in your head how you want to play the game. That way you can go ahead and plan out exactly what you want to do throughout the match. All right, but we went ahead and skipped past a little bit of the slow start. We do have a team here over at Bunkers. I believe he's playing solo duos, not 100%, but he did get his plates broken in the air as he was parachuting. Another player shot him up and broke his plate, so that's why he's sitting in the plate situation that he's in now. All right, again, judging by the fact that the enemy went down so early in the game and there's a teammate or another enemy right behind him that wasn't shooting at him, I'm gonna go ahead and assume this is duos. This could be another duo squad because the guy he just killed was looking down the bunker. So I'm assuming, and this is just assuming, and this is how I record. I don't look at the end, I don't look mid-game. I go ahead and I give you guys the recording fresh. So I have no idea what we're in right now. And, you know, I'm too tired to actually do the math right here and try to figure it out. So we're just gonna pretend like it's solo duos. So if it's solo duos right now, we have two teams to worry about. We just got a kill. We have Dick Farm done with a riot shield, doing whatever it is riot shield kids do, who knows. And then we have another two guys coming out of the bunker to try to third party you, which now you are actually the primary target between both teams. So bailing from this fight is actually a really good idea. I'm real honestly surprised they're not hawking you down. Normally, if you're in the enemy's position and you guys shoot somebody and he runs away, and when you shot him, you notice you broke his plates, he's probably bailing out because he doesn't have plates and he doesn't feel confident in the fight. If that case ever happens, chase this dude down, hawk him down. If I was in the position of the enemy, I would definitely be taking down Frank Castle right now because I would know he's got broken armor. And again, because it's so early in the match, I highly doubt you would have extra plates as well as ammunition being low, which it is. He's got 13 over 20 and now he's got 32 over 1. Ammunition's looking bleak, so he needs to get out of there. But we still have to remember the riot shield guy. Don't know where he went to. He's probably over here hiding somewhere. Probably in that building, to be honest, hiding up. Oh, there he is right there. Hello. All right, so I'm definitely for trying to suppress the enemy. However, this situation here, because he's got a riot shield, he's probably not going to be too aggressive with you. And because of your ammo situation and the gun that you have, the Uzi doesn't have the best range. So you want to try to play this cover right here and work your way closer to the enemy. It looks like y'all are both trying to get the ATV. So what you could do is allow him to jump on it and then take him out once you get closer to the ATV. But I don't like the fact that you wasted your bullets at this range, mostly because of what you saw. You only hit him a few times. And now you're in a position where you have one bullet and there's nothing you can do. Smoke them out and get on the vehicle. It's a great strat too, but all he's got to do is step a couple feet out and get the easy kill. Again, it's a very unfortunate situation. You guys got to be aware of your ammo count. And in situations like that, again, because you have this and this is great cover, I definitely would have utilized that, kind of baited the riot shield guy out to me and then shot at him when I felt like I could actually hit the shots. All right, but unfortunately, no, the riot shield guy, as much pain in the ass as they are, they get us, they get the best of us. So here we are. We won our gulag, and we're in a chopper looking to go for another supply run. There is a most wanted bounty under us, but because of our looting situation, which is nothing, we have a pistol right now. Don't even worry about engaging these guys. I wouldn't even circle them, honk my horn, nothing. Just keep on flying. This is unfortunate. That was very unfortunate right there. Very unfortunate. Because of our looting situation, I probably wouldn't even have flown over them. I probably would have flown around them, try to stay as far away from any kind of action that I can, because all at the end of the day, all we have is a pistol. And we have an objective we're trying to get to. So I wouldn't have even flown near the most wanted bounty. The fact that that most wanted bounty is right there would have been a clear sign not to go here. All right, great utilization of the bouncing Betty. That was awesome. Broke his plates and then hit him with a 1-2 punch and finished him off with the Uzi. But again, because it is duos, I'm assuming he does have a teammate probably relatively close. So you want to go ahead and grab the supply run and dip as soon as possible. But of course, pick up the M13 so you can have a better ranged weapon. All right, but we went ahead and skipped quite a bit, actually. We're about halfway through the video. We really haven't had anything happen. All right, but we do have a bounty in front of us and a vehicle driving away from the bounty as well. So definitely two teams with, actually, that might be the bounty. The bounty ping's a little delayed. Okay, there's a lot happening right now. Holy shit. All right, so we've got the vehicle driving away. I can't tell if the bounty's on the vehicle because of the delayed update system. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if the ping ends up moving to the vehicle or not. But regardless of the fact, there are two players right in front of us. So the vehicle's one guy. These guys are, of course, two guys. And then there's also suppressed shots going on over here. And I don't know who they're shooting at exactly. But target prioritization, and this is the point that I'm leading to, target prioritization is important in situations like this where we have three teams essentially, right? One's driving away, but there's still two other teams around here. Instead of fighting the guys down here and allowing the guys on the higher ground to have a better angle on you, he went ahead, was patient with it, looked for the team that was shooting, saw the guy on the high ground, waited for him to open himself up, and then took him out. So because that player is now down, the worst case scenario we're looking at right now is there's two guys in front of us, and there's one more that's up to our right-hand side. Granted, be aware the enemy just down may have self-res, but that's still a better option as opposed to the other one, which would have been shoot the two guys on the low ground in front of you and allow the team to your right-hand side to get the easy shots on you as well. So I love the fact that he utilized his position and actually thought about who he wanted to shoot first, and he really chose the right target.
Bounty target is down. Well done.
All right, so now surprised you missed the shots. You were actually kind of in the open. All right, now the enemy has run into the tunnel. The enemy clearly doesn't want to fight. He clearly just wants to get the hell out of here. So remember, we still have the other guy over here somewhere. We never got the execution for the guy down originally. Also, we never saw his teammate. So you could potentially have two enemies to your right-hand side. So allow that guy in the tunnel, do whatever it is he's doing, and start looking for the other enemies that are around here. Actually, they all might be in the tunnel now. That's what it sounds like. There's also a big Bertha coming up behind you. In the middle of a fight, guys, you still need to glance at your mini-map just like Frank's doing. That way you don't get, pinched, run over from behind, splattered by a helicopter, things like that. Just pay attention. Now, also pay attention to the fact that Big Bertha pulled up to the buy station, right? Very easy kill, very easy way to pick the target, especially where the vehicle's parked at. He's gonna have to leave the vehicle, go out in the open, and be completely exposed. Very easy kill. So you could potentially have a free kill right now if you were paying attention to that. Unfortunately, it looks like the guy in Big Bertha is gonna be able to buy what he wants and head out and dip off. So that's kind of heartbreaking. Wait. We might make it. Just like this. Yes. Oh, you animal. You absolute animal. Yo, are you playing solo trios, fam? That was 3 targets right there. I truly believe he's playing solo trios right now. What an animal. Now you've got the down. You make sure you get that execution because you're playing solo trios like a savage. Make sure you get the down. The last thing you want is for his teammate to get the res, and then you're pinched between two teams that are potentially full teams, right? So I don't like the fact that we're bailing off the high ground to focus on this fight when we really have the guys over there getting a free res up. Granted, yes, you got a kill here. That's cool, but you could have executed that dude and still got the kill down here. Also, I wasn't paying attention. Does he have ammo? Oh, he's out of ammo. He's got to go down there to the body he just killed and get the ammo. He has to. He has to. You got to get the ammo for sure. First and foremost, brother. Pop that reload. Oh shit. Rip. All right, so that's unfortunate. That is absolutely unfortunate, dude. So back to what I was saying though, when he downed the guy at the buy station, he definitely instantly should have tried to get the execution. Yes, he was low on ammo, but he had enough ammo to down him again. So he definitely had enough ammo to go ahead and get the execution. Once he got the execution, he could have went over here, down this guy as well, because it was literally 2 seconds later. He could have downed that guy, jumped down, grabbed the ammunition, and then kept fighting the duo over there. Unfortunately though, he downed the dude twice and he lost out on the kill both times. The bounty's actually the guy that's in the tunnel. Rip, dude. Rip. But this will give you some idea where he's at. You know, this will give you some idea of where he's at. He's actually in a fight right now.
Bounty target is down. Well done.
Well, that's easy. Free bounty money and you got the guy in the open. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm assuming it's the same guy. It might not be. It might not be. I'm telling you, I'm going to start running this game with no suppressor and no ghost. I really think it's going to be fine. I really do. I said that in my last video, but I really think running in this game with no suppressor, no ghost will be perfectly fine. Yeah, you appear on the mini map, but at the end of the day, who cares, right? Bring me more kills. All right, but here we are, dude. 21 teams left. There are 46 enemies, or I'm sorry, 45 enemies total. This could still potentially be a 20 kill game, but you really need to kick in a high gear. There's a trio over here on the UAV. I love that. Not a single one of them has ghost on, so that's perfect. And you're in a position where you can gatekeep them. They'll have to go out in the open in order to survive. Now, when it comes to running solo duos or solo trios, the key to it is you got to get a pick, right? You don't just jump in there and try to slay out with a close range weapon in a 1v3. You gotta work them. You got to pick the enemy that's out in the open by himself. Once he's picked, definitely execute him. Always execute him. Be thirsty as you can because they'll do it to you. And then once he's picked, then you can kind of decide, do I want to jump into a 1v2 or do I wait for another enemy to outposition himself? Most of the times during a gunfight, enemies will usually outposition themselves because they're either A, trying to do too much, or B, they're panicking and not thinking straight, or just don't know what to do, and they put themselves in bad positions. So if you just play it patiently, 9 times out of 10, enemies will outposition themselves. Now, you do have a guy in the bunker. It wouldn't be a bad idea to chase the guy in the bunker down first. If you chase the guy in the bunker down first, you can get an easy kill because it's a 1v1. But with saying that, like I said earlier, definitely pick enemies when out in the open. So as soon as you see anybody running in the open like that guy just was, throw an audible, get the kill, then make your next move. But you do have a most wanted bounty coming right to you.
Enemy team is hunting.
The enemy's coming right for him. You're able to get the easy armor break. Even if you're not sniping, again, it's really easy to shoot enemies out of those vehicles. If you drive those vehicle guys, I'm definitely not against the idea of splatting targets and running them over. That's fine. But you got to be very aware of what kind of lobby you're in. Are you in a high SBMM lobby where people are accurate and somewhat decent? You definitely don't want to take your vehicle and try to splat them because you'll get shot out of it 9 times out of 10. But again, we know there's an enemy over here somewhere to the north. We're just sitting here patiently waiting for them to put themselves in a bad position because, again, because they waited so long, they played on the edge of the circle. They're now in a position where they've got to cross the open in order to get safe. All right, but we're moving out. And again, we had the bunker pinged because that's where the enemy was, but I believe that was the most wanted bounty that just tried to run him over because there was a vehicle there and now there's not. And lo and behold, the vehicle drove away. So I'm gonna go ahead and forget about that ping because we know that the enemy is gone now, right? But we do have 2 Joe Blows behind us, sniping at us, trying to take shots, and we're in a position to gatekeep them. Again, because we're rotating early, these guys will have to cross the open and get to us. Now, if they take a vehicle, that could throw everything astray, but you can catch these guys in the open really easy and get 2 easy kills off of this. Honestly, as long as you don't get picked from behind.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, Husky's talking to you guys. Hold up. All right, but I love the fact that he's trying to play the wall. He's using the wall as a head glitch, and not to mention he's got a hill behind him. So if someone starts shooting at him, he can dip to the other side of the wall. You run a huge risk of getting pinched between 2 teams, but you could utilize that wall as a play to outplay, you know, one of the teams at a time. There's the guys right there going for the Big Bertha. They're going to get safe. There's no doubt about it. That's that team. Now, again, I like the fact he was playing the wall. I feel like he left the wall a little too soon. If he wouldn't have, he could have probably got some shots on the enemy. But, again, ammunition's kind of hurting right now. I think in his Bruin, he's got 60 over 90, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but we do have a vehicle in front of us. I'm not sure what he's doing. Looks like he's just driving forward and backwards. That's exactly what he's doing. We do have a vehicle in front of us, and I believe it's the same guy that had the most wanted bounty on him earlier. Now, there's a little bit of red flag because the vehicle was kind of doing this back and forth thing. I have a feeling there may be a player inside this building, or maybe even his teammate. He was just playing real weird around the buy station as if he was baiting for shots. That way he could find out if it was safe or not, so he could drop at the buy station and buy his teammate back, I'm assuming, right? So I would definitely be careful on shooting at a vehicle out in the open with no cover. As a normal rule of thumb, you don't want to shoot at anything without cover unless you absolutely have to. Right now, we don't absolutely have to. So you want to work yourself closer to the building. You want to work yourself closer to the trees and then take shots at the enemy. Again, don't focus on the enemy vehicle too much. You're pushing yourself away from the building. You're trying to chase down the vehicle. And again, you run the risk of getting splatted, shot in the back, third party from another team sitting somewhere. Because it's such a small circle and it's the end of the game, you don't want to run that risk. I don't like this at all. And now you're getting shot from the guy in the house. Weird. I'm sorry, at a buy station with a pistol. What an animal. What an animal.
The enemy lost track of you. You're safe.
Tracker. I love it. God, I love tracker. Tracker is useful in situations like this. When you push in a building, you know there's an enemy in there, and he was just shooting at you. You got to find out where he's at, right? Oh, well, guess what? Where do you guys think he's at right now, chat? Where do y'all think he's at? Think he's in this room? Think he's in this room? You think he's in this room? Hey, we're just play some Blues Clues real quick. He's right here, right? The footsteps. Weird, right? Tracker is such an easy tool to utilize. I definitely recommend it. And here it is right here. That's all she wrote. Now, we'll give the enemy props trying to go for the melee kill. He had a pistol. He knew he was screwed in a close range combat situation. Pistol versus MP7, you're definitely going to lose 9 times out of 10 unless you're an absolute unit. So he gave up and tried to go for the melee kill. Was able to get one hit off. All he needed was one more. So props to the enemy for trying to do that. Now, I don't know what his teammate's doing. His teammate got out of the vehicle as well.
Gas is closing in.
There he is. Ooh. If the enemy would have kept shooting you, he would have killed you for sure. He hit you the first 2 rounds and then just stopped shooting in general, which was very, very odd and awkward.
That's it.
Well, like I said earlier, guys, we had 3 kills in halfway through the match. There was, not that many players left. I believe there was 47 if I'm remembering correctly. Rewind and let me know. But now we're in a situation we have 9 kills and still 27 enemies left with 11 teams. So this could, again, be a 20 kill game. Enemies pushing us on the right hand side. Great use of your headset. Now a situation like this, MP7, right? Close range. Bruin's nasty with it. Don't get it twisted. Bruin's really good at close range, but I'd feel more comfortable taking those shots with an MP7 over the Bruin for sure. So we have an enemy laying or crouched behind a vehicle. I don't know what he was doing. He was shooting very slow, but he called his teammate back in too, so that should be an easy kill. What an animal. Everyone's just crouch walking here. What I always tell you guys, stop crouch walking. Your movement's slower when you crouch walk, guys. He couldn't sidestep fast enough in the gunfight because he was crouched. All right, we got a UAV in the air. You definitely want to go ahead and pull up the big map and at least look at it. You don't have to scan it. You don't have to study it. Just look at it and glance. There we go. So now let's look at the map, right? 25 enemies left. We can account for 3 guys sitting in the house right here. Sick. Weird. 2 guys, I guess, gonna gatekeep. I guess is they're playing a little spread out, little weird positions, but okay, so that's 5. You got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players. So we have half the server identified on the map. Of course, Corey is going to be the ending. Of course, it's going to be the main spot. But where do you work? Where do you want to rotate to? What's a good position to get in? Well, if I was this guy, I would definitely want the high ground. I would definitely want to be up here. But if you go up here, you do run the risk of getting third-partied by 2 different teams. And because he's already playing solo trio, I probably wouldn't go up here and try to 1v5 these guys. Because, again, you'll probably get pinched. Let's see what's going to happen. Is Frank ballsy enough to get it done? Oh, shit. Okay, okay. That just through an audible. There's a duo down there now. Okay, all 3 of them are together. It's actually better, actually. If all 3 of them are together, you can, again, get to the high ground right here and just shoot down on them. Not to mention, I believe at least one of them just spawned in. And the reason why I think that is because, well, he wasn't there before. He wasn't there before. But we're giving up on going on the high ground and focusing those 2 teams. That could have been 6 kills. I say could have been. Again, that's going to be a hard fight, right? 1v3 is hard in general. You're trying to 1v6. You put yourself in a bad, risky position. So we did decide to play a little bit safer, a little bit smarter. I like it. And come in this building, which is a great building to have. Now, there's a helicopter in this building. Guess what? Helicopters don't spawn here, right? That scared the shit out of me, dude. Woo! I'm getting old. That scared the absolute shit out of me. But as I was saying, because the helicopter's here and it's not a spawn, we know damn well if there's a team here. And he's already killed 2 of them. There's 1 guy left. And the enemy's position, they're jumping out of windows 1 at a time. Legitimately, the first guy comes in, easy kill. Second guy just jumps out of this perfectly safe window, puts himself vulnerable position, easy kill. Where's his third teammate? Who knows? But if he ends up jumping out at the last second again, that's just a bad way to play. You guys are in a squad-based gameplay and you're trying to push a target, 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter how many targets you're trying to push. If you're trying to push, you guys need to push together. You guys don't have to push exactly together, but push out of the building at the same time and try to surround and flank the target. Don't allow the enemy to get 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill, 4, right? This isn't Dr. Seuss. You guys stop allowing the enemies to pick you off 1 at a time. Now, I would assume the enemy's in here. Pretty common. Wasn't a team wipe. They got to have a team somewhere else. I would say it's safe to assume he's in this building. No matter what the situation was, if you were that enemy, let's say he came from the rooftop, right? Either A, land right behind our dude Frank Castle and pull your parachute out the last second, or B, fly way the hell on top of the next building, right? Let's look at the mini map. Fly off the helicopter building and fly onto this one right here. Pull your parachute at the last second, and then hopefully you can outshoot Frank Castle. Sitting there pulling your parachute and floating down slowly. What do I always tell you guys? Stop doing that, especially in game. Got him killed. But that was team wipe. That is it for them. GG. Please try again another day. Here we are chasing down another player who's running into the quarry buildings. Now, we know there's a trio up there. This may be part of that trio. It may not, but just still be aware that there are 2, possibly 3 other enemies coming up behind you. And I want you guys to notice Frank is, keeping track of what he saw on the mini map. He remembers seeing 3 guys on the hill, actually 6 guys on the hill. He remembers seeing that, so he's constantly keeping his focus that direction to make sure that he's not an easy target and someone can shoot him from the back. Just because you've seen an enemy in front of you, just because he's an easy kill, doesn't mean you can just tunnel vision on him, focus on him, and ignore everything behind you. I love the fact that Frank Castle is playing with a lot more awareness than your average teddy bear. All right, so now we're in a position here. It's very difficult, right? There are 6 enemy teams up, and there are 13 total players, and we're left with quarry buildings. Now, I love working quarry buildings because they're so easy to navigate. And what I mean by that is there's multiple ways onto every floor. Staircases, ladders, rooftops, things like that. Just random openings, windows, doors, ways you can push in. So it's very hard for teams to hold down the entire building. So it's saying that you definitely do not want to push into this building. The reason why I say you don't want to push in the building is because there's going to be multiple teams here. Whether they're here right this second or not is irrelevant. Let's just imagine there's 1 team in here. There's 3 guys looking in every direction. They're going to be scanning you, and you're going to be in a bad position. But guess what else? The team in these buildings behind it that's not safe, they're going to be trying to come in too. So if you do push these buildings, you may kill the trio squad in there, but you are on a huge risk of getting killed by another team that may be camping in there, because I guarantee you there's multiple teams camping on top of each other, as well as the guys pushing in from the other buildings and also everyone else from the outside. Now, saying that, we do have a beautiful wall right here that he's playing along that you could play and utilize. I would just sit here, play this, be patient, wait for the teams to kill each other off first, and then dive in and get the cleanups theoretically, right? You don't have to dive in right away. You don't have to play super hyper aggressive. I would definitely play the border, play the edge of the circle, and just wait for everything to happen organically. We're at 14 kills right now, and we still have a lot of time to pull a 20 bomb. Just play slow, passive, aggressive, patiently, and you'll come out with a win and 20 kills. Now, we hear suppressed shots at the compound behind them on the mini map right there. We just called that. Now, don't get distracted with the shots. We're pushing in, but again, there's still 5 other enemy teams left that we can't account for. I do, however, like the fact you get into the rooftop. Instead of pushing in, you're getting on the roof, and I didn't even think about that. And honestly, it's a smarter idea than playing the wall, so shout out Frank Castle. Now, this is a better position to be in than playing the wall like I had said originally. But the reason why I still would go with the wall play is, what if the circle rotates that way, right? Yeah, we're on the high ground. Yeah, we can play it. Yeah, we can get some easy picks, but it's the end game and it's 1v3 and 3 guys run out of this building and the circle's forcing you guys to go, out here to the left. And you start shooting at the enemies. Guess what? All 3 of them will turn around and start blazing you down. So you're really out position. But if you're playing this wall and working this wall, you can get some easy picks and then rotate from side to side, come in and peek the holes, and get some easy picks off of that and confuse the enemy by changing your position. But being on a rooftop again, you put yourself pretty vulnerable. But, it's not a bad play at all. Definitely a smart play. I just would prefer playing the wall in this situation. But again, it just depends on where this next circle goes. We don't know where it goes. If it goes the opposite way, then you'd be screwed playing the wall. This would definitely be a better option. So let's see where the circle rotates to. and see what happens. When it comes to waiting till end game like this, it's really just RNG as far as positioning onto where the circle goes. And unfortunately for you, the circle did go that way. I say unfortunately, you're still in a good position. You have a way to get to that wall. You're still on the high ground. You're still on the rooftop. People coming out of these buildings normally don't even look at you. All right, that was a nice kill. I like the way that most players would have stayed focused on those two guys and try to get those kills, even hearing the parachute coming in. But if you would have stayed focused on that, that dude would have landed behind you and gotten the easy kill on you. So I like the fact that you did not tunnel up. You stayed aware. You heard the parachute. You turned your focus to the right target. You chose to engage the right target. Went ahead and got an easy kill. The only problem with it is now the enemies know kind of where you're at, right? If they were paying attention, they'll know where you're at. So you have to play this very, very, very carefully. All right, unfortunately, don't have a gas mask. However, I've been in situations like this before. We have 2 dead bodies to your right-hand side. Let's rewind this. And this is a very ballsy play I'm about to recommend to you guys, but it's usually the better option. So, reason why I say 2 bodies, there's 2 different bags over here. The loot's spread out, and there's 2 different sets of guns. So I'm assuming 2 guys died over here. I believe that's a gas mask right there. But regardless of whether we know there's a gas mask there or not, I would definitely go this way and look, because there's still 2 enemy teams left and they're right here in front of you. So let's assume you were able to get safe out of the gas and not bleed out because of the gas, right? Let's assume you do get safe out of gas. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to easily shoot and kill you. Easy. So your best bet in this position is to go for a gas mask. And I believe that's one sitting right there. I may be wrong. We're not close enough, but it looks like the shape of a gas mask. In fact, that looks like one as well. So definitely go ahead and go in there and try to get the gas mask, and then you can play the situation however you want, because going from here to the zone, you might even have a little bit of gas mask left over. So I'm not a huge fan of the fact that he just ignored the gas mask, came over here, starts shooting at the enemies. Yes, you got the 2 kills. That's awesome. But again, because the other team alive, of course, they're going to wrap around and start shooting at you as well. Frank, thank you for sending me the gameplay, brother. Very unfortunate how it ended. Again, I'm not against the fact you got on the roof. That's a really good play. I would have preferred going to the wall just in case it did shift my way. But again, if it would have shifted the other way, the roof would have been a better option. So it just depends on how you guys play and the luck of the circle, right? You just got really unlucky. The circle rotated that way, and so many teams pushed out at the same time. Should a team have pushed out one at a time, you could have easily gotten a triple kill on one team, reloaded, and got another triple kill on another team. But everyone pushed out at the same time. They all waited for the circle to make them push out. And again, instead of him getting the gas mask, he went for the kills and tried to get safe. It ended up resulting in his death. So if you're in the gas and you have no gas mask and there's loot or a cluster of loot around you, at least go over there and take a quick glance and see if you can find a gas mask, because I firmly believe he would have probably won this game if he would have grabbed that gas mask and out-rotated the enemies. But again, Frank, thank you for submitting the video. I'm not sure if this is the same Frank Castle that we reviewed months and months ago in some of my first review videos ever, but if it is, it's good to see you improving. If it's not, great game regardless, brother. I love the fact that you played aggressive solo trios. We don't really analyze solo duos, solo trios, or solo quads, so this was a real treat for me, and I know it's a real treat for the viewers. So again, thank you for submitting the video. But if you want to submit your video for review on this channel, make sure you upload a recent match to YouTube and join our Discord community, or follow me over on Twitter and send me the link. That way I can look at it and review the gameplay. I will let you guys know though, I look at our Discord page more than I check my Twitter DMs and Instagram DMs. So if you guys want your video submitted, I highly recommend doing it in Discord. Anyway, I hope you learned a lot in this video. And if you did, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Also leave a like on the video. Let's get to 700 likes. And as always, y'all have a good one. Until next time, boys, good luck in Warzone. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you check out one of these 2 videos over here. And as always, subscribe by clicking the button over there. Y'all have a good one. Until next time, keep on improving.